What day of the week was 14 November 1987 if it was Monday on 14 February 1988? First, we shall count the number of days which, uh, which are there in between these two mentioned dates. Now, assuming we are on 14th November 1987, now our goal is to hit 14 Feb 1988. Now, we will add days to 14 November to reach 14 Feb. Now, to 14 November, if I add 16, I will reach 30th November. Now, 30th November means the November month is over. Now, November month is over. My aim is to reach February month. So, I add more 31 days to finish the December month. I add more 31 days to finish the January month. Now what is left is, I'm in February, but I have to reach 14 Feb. So therefore I have to add 14 more days to reach 14 Feb. So therefore the total number of days, or the difference between the days, is nothing but 92. The 92. That means there are 92 days which lie between 14 November and 14 Feb 1988. Now what we have to do is, we have to divide this 92 by 7. We have to divide this 92 by 7. So why 7? Because a week has 7 days. So therefore 7. So when I divide this 92 by 7, I get 19. I get the answer as remainder as 1. When I divide this 92 by 7, I get the remainder as 1. So therefore, now what I have to do is, this remainder is of importance to me. So therefore, now what I am told is 14 Feb 1988 is Monday. So now I have to find what is 14 November 1987. Now, because we are coming backwards from 1988 to 1997, and the remainder is 1, we have to subtract a day. From Monday, if we subtract a day, we reach Sunday. So, if it was 2 here, if the remainder was 2 here, we have to subtract 2 days from Monday to, and therefore we will hit Saturday. So like that. Now why are we coming backwards? Because from 1988 we are coming to 1987. Therefore we have to move backwards. This solves the problem. Now solve the following problem. Mr. Sriman inherits 2505 gold coins and divides them among his 3 sons, Bharat, Bharat and Marat, in a certain ratio. Of the total coins received by them, Bharat sells 30, Bharat donates his 30, Marat loses 25 coins. Now, the ratio of gold coins with them is 46 is to 41 is to 31, 34 respectively. How many coins did Bharat receive from his father? To solve this problem, we need to identify a ratio. So if you to understand this question, first thing, understand that there is somebody called Mr. Sriman who has 2505 gold coins. He divides them among these 3 sons in a certain ratio. Now this certain ratio we don't know. Bharat sells 30 coins. Bharat donates his 30. Marat loses 25. Now the ratio of gold coins with them is 46 is to 41 is to 34. So we work with this ratio. Since we are given this ratio, we work with this ratio. So we say, let gold coins left be. These are the gold coins left. Now if you observe that, these are the ratio of gold coins left with them. Now these are the ratio of gold coins left. That means 2505 were divided with them. Bharat sold his 30, Bharat donated his 30 and Marat lost his 25. So now after all this process, what is left is 46 is to 41 is to 35. Let the gold coins left be. Now Bharat will be left with 46x. Bharat will be left with 41x. And Marat will be left with 34x. Now, these are the gold coins left. Now, Bharat, these are the gold coins left with Bharat. Now, Bharat, therefore, now what Bharat got from his father? Got from his father how many coins? That is a question that is to be answered. Bharat got from his father whatever coins he has. That means now he has 46 coins plus the 30 which is sold. So these are the coins which Bharat got from his father. These are the coins which Bharat got from his father. That means he got what is left with him plus the original 30 coins which he sold. Similarly, Bharat got from his father coins 41x plus 30. Again, because he donates 30 without donating, before donating, he had 41x plus 30. Similarly, Bharat got from his father 34x plus 25 because he lost 25. Now, if you add the coins which Bharat got and Bharat got and Bharat got, this total should be 2505. So therefore, Bharat's coins plus Bharat's coins plus Bharat's coin will be 2505 because this was the number of coins which were divided by his father. So you add all this, you will get all the x parts you add, you will get 46x plus 41x plus 46x plus 41x plus 34x, and you add 30 plus 30 plus 25, you will get 2505. So therefore you get 87. You add all these things, you will end up getting 121x, and you will get 85 is 2505. Therefore you'll get 121x is equal to 2505 minus 85. Therefore you'll get 121x is equal to 2420. So x will be equal to 2420 upon 121. This will come out to be 20. Now if we observe, we are asked how many coins did Bharat receive from his father. How many coins did Bharat receive from his father? Now if we observe that Bharat received from his father 41x plus 30. So therefore coins received by Bharat will be received by Bharat it was actually 41x plus 30. We can see from here Bharat is 41x plus 30. So now x is 20. We have observed here we got x as 20. So therefore it will be 41 into 20 plus 30. This will come to 820 plus 30, which is 850. That's the answer. Similarly, if the question asks what are the coins received by Bharat and Bharat, that also we can find. Two men start together to walk a certain distance. Now, certain distance is a fixed distance. Suppose man is walking from place A to place B. The other man is also walking from place A to place B. But only thing, one is walking at 4 kilometers per hour and the other is walking at 3 kilometers per hour. And it is said the former means the first man, that means the one who is walking at 4 kilometers per hour. The one who is walking at 4 kilometers per hour arrives half an hour before the latter, that means the one who is walking at 3 kilometers. And it is obvious, since 4 kilometers is larger than 3 kilometers, the person who is walking at 4 kilometers will reach faster. In fact, he reaches, to be precise, half an hour before the latter. Latter means who is walking slower. Fine. So two men start walking a certain distance. One walks at 4 kilometers and the other at 3 kilometers. But the one who is walking at 4 kilometers arrives half an hour earlier compared to 3 kilometers. We have to find the distance. So what we say is, let distance be d kilometers. Now why we use kilometers? Because the speed is mentioned in kilometers per hour. Now the distance is same for both. That means because both the men are walking the same distance. So the distance is same. Now we have man 1, we have man 2. Both their distance is same. But the speed here is S1. The speed here is not S1, it is 4. If you observe, it is 4 kilometers per hour. Whereas the speed here is 3 kilometers per hour. And we don't know the time here, but the time here we call it say T1, and the time here we call it say T2. So the question says that there are two men who walk a fixed distance. One walks at 4 kilometers, the other walks at 3 kilometers. The person who walks at 4 kilometers reaches half an hour earlier compared to the one who is walking at slower speed, that is 3 kilometers. So because the distance is fixed, we say that the distance be 3 kilometers. Now the man one's speed is 4 kilometers. We say that the time is T1. Man 2 speed is 3 kilometers. We say that the time to speed is T2. We use the formula which connects speed, distance and time, that is speed is equal to distance upon time. We get the values 4 is equal to d upon T1, that is 4T1 is equal to d. Similarly, we use the formula speed is equal to distance upon time. Speed is nothing but 3, distance, and what is time? We call it T2. So 3T2 is equal to d. Now, observe that from this we can get T1. So therefore, we get T1 is equal to d upon 4. When I bring this down, I get T1 is equal to d upon 4. Similarly, I can get T2 is equal to d upon 3. So what I have done is, I have first multiplied with 4 with T1 to get 4T1. Now I have got T1 to be equal to d upon 4. I multiplied 3 with T2 to get 3T2 is equal to d. Therefore, I get T2 is equal to d upon 3. Now, what is said that the person who walks this speed is this d by 4 speed arrives half an hour earlier. That means the time that is taken by them is lesser. This time is lesser compared to this time. This is more because he arrives half an hour early. This fellow arrives half an hour early. Now, if he arrives half an hour early, that means he has taken less time. And this fellow, if he arrives half an hour late, he has taken more time. So what we say is, we get is the more time. That means the difference between their time. T2 minus T1 is nothing but half. That means if I separate the time that is taken by T2 and the time that is taken by T1, the answer will be half. Now why T2 minus T1? Because T2 is more and T1 is less. So I have to subtract a larger number from a smaller number. I have to subtract a smaller number from a larger number. Because T2 is more and T1 is less, I have to subtract a smaller number from a larger number. Therefore, I know that T2 minus T1 is half an hour. The difference is half an hour. We have clearly said. So therefore, I get T2. Now what is T2? T2 is nothing but d by 3. And T1, if you observe here, is d by 4. This is half. Now I make the base same. So I get 4d, 3 into 4 minus 3d, 4 into 3. This is equal to half. So 4d minus 3d. Down there is 12. 4 3s are 12. 12. 12. So 4d minus 3d upon 12 is equal to half. So d upon 12 is equal to half. So d is equal to 12 into 2, which is 6. So therefore, the distance which we wanted to find is 6 kilometers. This solves the problem. A clock gains 10 seconds in every 3 hours. If the clock was set right at 4 a.m. on Monday morning, then find the time it will indicate at 7 p.m. on Tuesday evening. So, and there is a clock which gains 10 seconds every 3 hours. That means after 3 hours, it shows time which is not equal to 3 hours. Actually, suppose the time is 10 or the time is 9. After 3 hours, it should show 12, but it will not show 12. It will show 12 hours and 10 seconds. That means 10 seconds extra it shows. So similarly, keeping this in mind, now we have to solve this problem. A clock gains 10 seconds in every 3 hours. If the clock was set right at 4 a.m., now this is the correct time on Monday morning, then what time will it indicate at 7 p.m. on Tuesday evening? Then what time will it indicate at 7 p.m. on Tuesday evening? Now remember, Monday, uh, we have to see how many gaps are there. How many gaps of 3 hours are there? How many gaps of 3 hours are there? From 4 a.m. to 7 a.m., it got 10 seconds extra. From 7 a.m. you add 3 more, you get 10. It again got another 10 second extra. From 10 a.m. you add 3. Now 10 is 10, 11, 12, 13, but there is no 13. So that means it is 1 o'clock. So again it got 10 second extra. Now this is 1 p.m. Now you add 3, you will get 4. Again you get 10 second extra. You add 3, you get 7. Again you get 10 second extra. You take 7, you add 3, you get 10. Again you get 10 second extra. Similarly, now to 10, you add 3, you will get 11, 12, 13. But there's no 13. So that means this is 1. Now this is 1 a.m. Now this is your Tuesday. Now 1 a.m. Tuesday. All this happened on Monday itself. So this is your Tuesday. And it got 10 second extra. Now from 10 to 1, again it got 10 second extra. From 10 to 1, it got 10 second extra. From 1 a.m. you add 3, you will get again 10 second extra. From 4 to 7, again you will get 10 second extra. From 7 to 10, again you will get 10 second extra. Now this is again 10 a.m. From 10 a.m. to again 1 p.m. you will again get 10 second extra. From 1 to 4, you will again get 10 second extra. From 4 to 7, again you will get 10 second extra. So total extra second which it got is nothing but 10, 10, so many times 10. If you count, it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. So total it got 120, 30 seconds extra. Now 130 seconds extra is nothing but 2 minutes. Each minute is made up of 60 seconds. So 2 minutes, 10 seconds extra. So the time at 7 p.m. won't be actually 7 p.m. It will be 7 hours, 2 minutes and 10 seconds extra. That's what it means. It is showing 130 second extra, but 130 second is what? It is 2 minutes, 10 seconds extra. So the time will be 7 hours, 2 minutes, 10 seconds extra. This solves the problem. Now we solve the following problem. Suresh started a business investing rupees 60,000. After 4 months, Ramesh joined him with a capital of 90,000. Capital means money. After another 5 months, Harish joined them with a capital of 1,20,000. At the end of the year, they made a profit of 4 lakh. Determine the shares of these 3 investors. To solve this problem, we use the following formula. Profit is equal to money into time. Profit is equal to money into time. Now, there are 3 people: Suresh, Ramesh, and Harish. Now, Suresh, money for Suresh is 60,000. Money for Ramesh is 90,000. And money for Harish is 1,20,000. For Suresh, the time is, if you observe, at the end of the year, that means the whole process is carried out for 1 year. And Suresh started the business. That means he was there for the 12 months, all the 12 months of the business. A year has 12 months and Suresh was there for all the 12 months. But Ramesh joined 4 months after. After 4 months are completed, he joined. That means he was then in the business for 12 minus 4, which is 8 months. Similarly, Harish joined after 9 months, after 5 months. So therefore, he was there in the business for 7 months. So the profit in this case will be 60,000 into 12, which turns out to be 12 6 is 72,000. Profit in this case is nothing but 90,000 into 8, which is 72,000 again. And 12 9 8s are 72, right? 8 9s are 72, 9 9s 81, correct. 9 8s are 72, okay. And the profit in this case is 1,20,000 into 70, 12 7s 84. 84, and there of course 4 zeros there. No, now we need to find, so this is again a 4 zeros. I have done a mistake here. This is again 4 zeros. Now we have to find the ratio of the profit. This is their profit. So now we have to find the ratio of their profit. The ratio of the profit will be, basically this is 72,000, 7,20,000 and 8,40,000. Now to keep on cancelling, we have to search for a number which divides all three. First thing is, I cancel all these 4 zeros. That means I divide by 10,000. Cancel all these 4 zeros. I'm left with 72, 72, 84. Think of a table which divides all of them. I use 2 times table, 36, 36, 42. Again, now I use 6 times table. 6 6 are 36, 6 6 are 36, 6 times are 42. Now further, I cannot get a table which divides all three. Therefore, this is the ratio. Ratio of profit is 6 is to 6 is to 7. Ratio of profit is 6 is to 6 is to 7. So therefore, now this profit has to be divided. This 4 lakh profit has to be divided among these three people. 6, 6, 7. This 4 lakh has to be divided among these three people in the ratio 6 is to 6 is to 7. Therefore, we say, let Ramesh profit be, let Suresh is the first guy. Suresh profit be 6x. After Suresh, the next one is Ramesh. Ramesh again will be, because the profit is 6, it will be 6x. And similarly, Harish, it will be 7x. So when you add 6x plus 6x plus 7x, it will be 4 lakh. And 6 plus 6 plus 7 is nothing but 19x, which is 4 lakh. So x will be 4 lakh upon 19. Using calculator, you have to find the answer. Using calculator, we get the answers 21,052.63. Now, this is the value of x. To get Suresh value was nothing but 6x. Multiply 6 with the x that we found, that is 21,052.63. And this answer, if you observe, will come out to be some 126,315.7. Similarly, because Ramesh's value was also 6x. Ramesh's value will also be 6 into 21052.63, and this will be 126,315.7. Similarly, you have to find Harish's value, and the Harish value was known to be 7x, and you know the value of x, so that is enough to find. Now we solve the following problem. If Akshay is as much elder than Vinay as he is younger to Karthik, and the sum of the ages of Vinay and Karthik is 48 years, then find the age of Akshay. So what we basically do is we try to understand the problem in the following way. Akshay is elder than Vinay. Akshay is elder than Vinay. Elder means larger, higher in age. So there is Vinay here, there is Akshay here. So Vinay is the youngest, there is Akshay. Akshay is as much elder than Vinay as he is younger to Karthik. But this Akshay is also younger to Karthik. That means younger means Karthik is ahead of him. So that means Akshay is higher, elder to Vinay, and this Akshay is also younger to Karthik. So this is the sequence. There is Vinay, then there is Akshay, then there is Karthik. Now this gap, Akshay to Vinay, whatever is the age gap, see if they differ by 5 years, this gap is equal to this gap, Akshay and Karthik gap. That is what it says. If Akshay is as much elder than Vinay as he is younger to Karthik, so that means if this gap is say 7, then this gap is also 7. The difference between the ages is 7, then this gap is also 7. So in general, if the gap between Vinay and Akshay is say some number k, the gap between Akshay and Karthik is also the same number k. That is the general scenario, because I said 5, I said 7, but these are just general numbers. These are just particular cases. We don't know. In question, it is not said what is the age gap. It is said that the age gap is equal. Therefore, we take the age gap to be k years. So now we solve the problem. We have to find the age of Akshay. Therefore, we say let Akshay age be x. Now Vinay is smaller than Akshay. If you observe, Vinay is younger to Akshay. That means Vinay's age will be it is x minus k, the age gap. X minus k will be Vinay's age. And similarly, Karthik age will be, now Karthik is elder to Akshay by k years, therefore his age will be x plus k. Now further it is said sum age of ages of Vinay and Karthik. Now if I add Vinay's age, x minus k plus x plus k, it is 48. So if I add Vinay's age is this much, x minus k. Karthik's age is x plus k. If I add them, this is 48. Now if I add, what do I get? X minus k plus x plus k. I get it as 48. So therefore I get it as 2x is equal to 48, because minus k plus k will be cancelled. Therefore x is 48 upon 2, x is 24. This solves the problem.